good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
It is a very soggy
Wet,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Oh, it's Wednesday even.
Wednesday, not Tuesday.
Oh dear, yeah, lost the plot already.
Yeah.
A very soggy Wednesday here in Chorley.
Very dull, yes.
Yeah, not nice at all.
No, it's an autumn day, isn't it?
Well,
Did you say autumn?
yeah, winter, I think, winter.
Winter.
A warm winter day,
A
though.
warm winter day.
Yes. So, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
As we said, my name's Amanda.
I'm Chloe.
And we are here from Always Knitting and Sewing in Chorley. And today we are going to make some candy canes.
Very excited.
Very excited.
To hang on your tree.
Let's see who is there. Can we
Yes.
say hello to us, please? Then we're not just talking
Yes,
to ourselves
I know. Hello.
like we usually do.
We're here to cause some mischief.
Yeah,
so
nobody coming.
So join with us.
Nobody joining us.
No, not yet.
Oh no, we have to make it by ourselves.
We can natter away.
I'm sure we can.
Yeah,
Right.
I love these candy canes. They're such a fun project.
Yeah, nice and easy, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. They are. Just a bit of fun. Adds a bit of different, to your tree.
Yes.
Different.
We have got an apology to make though, first of all, haven't we?
Yes,
for,
we have. So if you'll see my hand, I'm missing a few nails, unfortunately. I am getting these done next week, so I did try to prepare earlier, but hey ho, life gets in the
But
way.
of course, I'm making up for
Just
it.
ready.
Ready and prepared, and they even match my glasses
Yes, they do.
and my trainers
Yeah, well.
and my toenails. And as I always say, it doesn't just happen.
No, it doesn't. So please, excuse my awful hands and look at Amanda's lovely hands.
Oh, hello! They're all coming now. Hello,
Oh, yay.
Christine, Vicky, Shirley, Suzanne, Mo, Debs. Thank
Hi.
you.
I'm
Thank
waving
you.
to you all, but you can't
Yeah,
see
no,
me.
we'll just have to wave there. Hello.
It's weird, isn't it? Because we
I
don't
know.
see our
You know,
faces.
yes. We're just, we are here, honestly. So, are you all ready? And have you got your template ready cut out?
Yes, that was your template that you could print off. So that should be cut out and then cut out in your fabric as well.
So, let us know that you're ready to go. We've got it's really weird because there's a few seconds delay on the computer and it looks like nothing's
I
happening.
know.
So, are we all ready? Give us a thumbs up if we're all
Yes,
ready to
if you're all
go.
ready and cut out. What we
Oh, here we are. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, that's not your right name. It's okay. Oh, Debs is ready. Right.
yay. Oh, exciting.
So, are we going then?
So shall we go through what tools the
Yes,
girls need?
tools.
Yes, some tools, because you do need tools to make a candy cane.
Obviously, you've got yours cut out. I've got
Yes.
mine pinned up ready, just so we're
just
ready to rock and roll, aren't we?
Absolutely.
So we need some little scissors. Small ones are better for when we're clipping round our curves. Don't be
Yeah.
getting your big scissors because
Oh, no.
that's
You don't
just
want
an
to snip
accident
any
waiting to
stitches.
happen.
Yeah.
Dare I say,
Hopefully.
just in case.
Hopefully never needed.
Hopefully
but-
never need it when it's purple.
Oh, of course.
Just, you know,
It's all
that
on
is
a roll.
that is a coincidence. Chalk pencil or a marking pencil, something like that.
Oh, very important.
Glue stick.
Yes.
Every project needs a glue stick,
Absolutely.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So important.
We've got our sewing gauge, or you need a ruler, a tape measure, something like that, just because we
Yeah.
are going to do a bit of measuring. Obviously, you've got your pins. We've got ours ready in there.
Yeah. Did we say them?
No,
we've not said
we've
them
got
yet.
them yet.
Oh.
Hand sewing needle.
Yeah.
A knitting needle or something that you can push your stuffing down. So whatever you want to use, chopstick.
Obviously.
Don't use your big scissors though, because
No.
they're a bit.
You don't want to poke through your candy cane.
We need to be very delicate.
It's a very delicate job, this one.
It's probably not the right people for the job, really.
I don't know how I made them, really, because I'm not very delicate, but there you go.
And if you've got a pair of these, which the hemline pliers, these will be your bestest friend, won't
Yes,
they?
definitely during this.
Because
yeah.
even I can't get my weenie fingers down there.
It's getting this curve out
Yeah.
here.
So if you've got some of
really
them,
tricky. Yeah.
fab.
Yeah.
So you've got your fabric, your stuffing, and your bit of ribbon.
Yes, that's our little bit of ribbon there. And again, when you're measuring to cut this, I would fold it in half and just see how long it becomes when you folded it, because you don't want your ribbon to be too short so that it's not going to hang on your tree.
Yeah, because we were having this discussion before, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because everybody's tree branches can be
Yeah,
different,
quite,
and they're
yeah.
quite big to
Quite
get.
big,
They can be quite
yeah.
chunky, can't they, to get over? So don't cut a skinny bit of ribbon. We've
No.
done ours at 16 centimetres, haven't we?
Yes.
But just have a look, have a
good-
think. It's
yeah.
better to be bigger
Yes.
than smaller.
Because you want them to hang
Yeah.
just nice
And
on your
sway.
tree and sway, yes.
Yeah,
And
not
I'm
just.
not sure if candy canes do that, but we
Yeah.
can say they do.
We don't want them rammed on your tree, do we?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay. Right.
Are we all ready then?
I think
Are
we're
we all
ready to go.
Start? Okie dokie. Shall we move some things out the way so we've got a clear desk?
So Chloe's sewing, and I'm going to be
She's my glamorous
a very
assistant.
glamorous
With her lovely
assistant, of
nails.
course.
Because obviously mine are not that very nice. So yeah, so you want to have your two pieces, if I can separate them, right sides together. I just cut mine out. I just drew round my template and then cut it out. Right sides together, and then we've just pinned them because trust me, it makes it a lot easier. I didn't pin mine when I did them, and yeah, I know I'm not usually a pinner.
You're getting a bit of a winger, aren't you?
I
It's
am.
my influence rubbing off on you.
Infectious, yeah. So we're going to be stitching around the whole candy cane at 1/8 of an inch. So if you have got 1/8 of an inch mark on your sewing machine and you feel confident, then you can sort of just skip this part. But I think it's probably best to draw on your 1/8 of an inch.
Especially
mark.
for that part.
Yes, because this part can go a bit skew-whiffy if you're not
Yeah.
precise, and you can end up with sort of instead of a curve, more of a flat
bit.
a
Yeah.
flat bit at the top, and it
Yeah.
might not look like a candy cane.
No.
So we're going to draw on 1/8 of an inch.
So I'm just going to use my little seam gauge. I'm
Yes.
not going to put it right up to the 1/8 because then I haven't got room to get my pencil. So I'm going to leave it a smidge further down to leave room for my pencil to get there, if that
Yes.
makes sense. I've got a nice sharp pencil.
Oh, you like that?
Like a
pencil,
nice
don't
sharp
you?
pencil.
So we're going to leave a turning gap as well.
Yes.
Remember, so
I'm just going to
we
go
need
all the way across.
Yeah, mark a
I'm going to
turning
start
gap.
marking my 1/8.
Yeah, so just start marking your 1/8 of an inch if you want to do that. As I said before, you could be confident and just wing it at 1/8 of an inch on your machine, which is what
See,
I did.
it moves so easily,
does
doesn't
move,
it?
Yeah.
So just make sure that it's...
Just be so careful when you're marking it. Yeah, because obviously the two fabrics just sort of they'll
shift a bit,
shift
don't
off
they?
each other. Yeah.
Right.
So
you just chat amongst yourself
chat
then.
amongst myself while she does the 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. So I can't wait to see all your candy canes. I love
You
this
could,
project.
yeah. Remember, you could make your own striped material
You
if
could,
you wanted
so-
to, but you can obviously do them in anything as well.
I thought about doing that because I said to my grandma, I said, I really want to make some candy canes because I don't eat them, but I want them on my tree.
Yeah.
So
Low fat
yeah,
Christmas.
low fat Christmas. We're all about that here. Yeah.
We're not really. Don't believe
No,
a
I
word.
know. We've got actually a sign in the shop that says Chorley ladies love chocolate. So, but yeah, so I thought about sewing strips together, red and white strips. And my grandma just said, oh, have you not got any stripy fabric? So I thought, well, I don't know actually. And I actually found this in the shop. And because I forget what we've got. And this just turned out really nice. It just fits the part, this fabric.
You have made
So
another one in a check, haven't you?
I
And that's
have,
really
yes.
nice.
I've not stuffed it yet.
No, it's a bit flat yet.
It was a floppy candy cane, as someone called it yesterday.
That might have been me.
Yeah, so you can do this out of other fabrics, and they look just
Yeah, of
as
course
fab. They
they
don't
do.
have to be stripy.
No.
And you could actually scale up the template if you wanted to, you know, and have massive ones in what would you call it, like a vase or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
jug or
a little
something?
jug,
Yeah, and have them
a
come out.
glass, one of those, what they called, you know, them with a mason jar. There we go, a mason jar. I
and
want
put
something like
bows
that.
around
Yeah,
them, you know.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to leave a turning gap, aren't we? We're going to
Yes.
start about there.
Yes, so you're going to start on one of your straight edges. So
And-
it could be either side, whichever you feel most comfortable. But we're doing the one on the inner.
Yeah,
of
we've
the
been thinking about
curve.
this, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we are going to stitch with a smaller stitch than we would do
Yes.
normally, because then that will help when you're turning it through. You've got less chance of poking through.
Yes.
Sturdier as well, because
Yeah.
your stitches are tighter together. So I would normally stitch at a 2.5. Chloe normally stitches at a 3, don't you?
Yeah.
So we've decided to go for a 2.2.
Yes.
So 2.2, or maybe even a 2 if your machine doesn't have that on, but just a smaller stitch than you would do normally. Then they're closer together and there's less chance of it ripping as you go. And the other thing that we thought of was we're going to start here and do the curve first.
Yes. For putting the ribbon in, because it can be, I'm going to be honest, it can be a little bit fiddly to put the ribbon in, because you obviously need to tuck it inside your candy cane, but you don't want to stitch over it.
No.
I've been there.
So if we thought if we had it here and you had it down there, then it could quite easily move and you could catch it in your seams, which is like, no.
Yeah.
So we've come up with another ingenious plan, haven't we? So I'm going to mark where we're going to put our cane as well. So you want it on the curve, don't you?
You think you want it more sort of down the straight end, but when you've actually finished it and turned it through, you want your candy cane, if I can show you on this one, to sort of hang on a curve.
Jaunty angle.
Yes, that's the word, yes. So you want it sort of more into the curve if you can.
Rather than here, then it would hang straight, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you can have it like that if that's how you like it, but I kind of like them on the angle.
So I'm going to just we'll go about there.
Yeah.
So we'll remember to when we get there, we need to insert our ribbon.
So, how's everyone doing?
Are we all up there?
Have we all marked our turning gap, the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, and where you're going to be stopping for your ribbon?
Nobody's talking to us now.
Oh,
Must all be doing.
Yeah, we'll just give it a few.
Let's measure that. So how big have I left? About a 2-inch turning gap.
Yeah. You don't want any bigger, obviously, because, it's only a little ornament.
But
so,
you need enough.
But you need enough to get the whole of this through. The bottom's not too bad, I found, but it's more the curve section.
So which one of us is going to do that then? Live on air.
Could it be glamorous assistant's job?
Cheers, mate. Right, are we all ready to sew?
Are we ready?
Suzanne's almost finished cutting.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, well, let's get going then.
Yeah. Right, okay, so
remember, we are starting here.
At the top of your turning gap.
And coming around this bit
and
first.
Remember to backstitch at your turning gap
very
as well.
Important.
Yes, definitely. Very important.
So we're stitching at an 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously only small to start with, so you don't want too big of a seam allowance, otherwise your candy cane's going to be non-existent. Yeah. So that's why Chloe said you could size it up and make it bigger. And if you wanted to do that, you could, if you've got a photocopier printer, you can scale.
Absolutely.
Don't ask me how, but you can scale them up quite easily, can't you? You could scan that in your computer.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are getting proper fancy now.
Yeah.
Scan it in your computer and then you can change how big you want it. So you could make it bigger like that. If you haven't got anything as fancy as that, you could literally just go around it and mark, however big you want it to be. If you wanted to make it 1/2 inch bigger, you'd have to just go around and mark it 1/2 inch bigger, and that would get you the same effect. But if you can put it on your photocopier scanner thingy, then you can even like the Spar has stuff like that. Spar is, normally has a photocopier. I'm sure other shops do.
Libraries.
Yeah, library.
Yeah.
Take it to library. I bet they'd do it for you. I bet they would at library. They'd do it for you. Mind you, if you looked a bit like you didn't know what you were doing at Spar, I bet they'd do it for you as well.
Come to Spar to photocopy.
I've come out, but I don't really know how to work it. Can somebody come and help me? I bet they would.
Just really take. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all right. You're concentrating. Yeah, you've just got to be really careful, haven't you?
If you can change your speed on your machine, I would recommend to do that. I've done that because the slower you go,
here we are, just being fancy now with a fancy machine. I just have to not put my foot down as much. Anyway, so question: Who sews without the shoes on?
I know.
I do. They all look at me like I'm weird here because I've put my flip-flops on when I start to sew, then I can just take my flip-flop off. I don't know how you do it because you
just like driving your car though.
No, it's
pedal.
Yeah, but you've got to be very delicate on your sewing machine. You don't have to be as delicate in your car. So I drive with no shoes on, so I have my flip-flop sewing shoes.
I know, it's great when you're going downstairs looking at flip-flops. You feel like you're on holiday.
Yes. Oh, here we are. Yes, Sarah, no shoes. Oh, yes, Suzanne.
What? I just don't
get it. Yeah, absolutely, Katrina. Oh, we're all on no shoes sewing. Miles easier. So you need a pair of flip-flops.
Right.
Oh, right. So have you stopped and started as well?
Yes, I'm just coming up to, let me just go back over that bit a little bit. Coming up to my ribbon section. I'm just going to do a little unpick because I'm not quite happy with it. So here you go, good example. It's gone a little bit square there.
All right,
so
yeah.
We don't want squares, we want to have rounds. So you need to keep your needle down, keep lifting your foot up, turning it round. I just did little by little. And as you can see, mine's not perfect. Mine's far from perfect.
But once it's on your tree, are you really? Do you not think that'd be really hard to unpick and stitch again? What do we reckon?
I don't know if you can see that up close, but it's just a little square. We could leave it.
Lisa doesn't know shoes for sewing and driving. Oh, I don't know about driving.
Not that brave.
Oh,
well done, you.
Yeah. Oh, Vicky don't have a shoe. See, nobody sews with the shoes on.
I just find
honestly, you need to try it. You can feel the pedal.
Take the shoe off.
Maybe not. Doors shut.
Cheeky.
Have I got any impulse, anyone?
I wash my socks and my feet.
Okay, and so are we going to unpick it or not then? It's up to you.
I'll just do that little bit whilst people are still
catching up,
stitching, getting to your section of where your ribbon's going to
go.
Look,
you see, Lucy, go for it. Yeah, it's all right saying go for it. Unpick it behind camera. Oh, dear me. Oh, Shirley and Elaine sew in their slippers.
Well, I don't quite like that.
Well, you can still, you can feel the pedal better. But I still, no shoes, definite no shoes. You need to buy yourself some sewing flip-flops so you can just slip it on and off as you.
I'll get you for Secret Santa then.
Yes, I have a number of pairs of flip-flops.
Right, I'm just going to go back over that little bit.
Katrina always take my slippers off, even in a class. Yes, so would I. Make sure you wash your feet. Nobody want to sit next to you. Can you imagine?
There we go. Oh, we've gone up. That's it, because that's an 1/8 of an inch there. I went off my 1/8 of an inch a little bit. It might look a bit funny now, but it will be fine. Let me just undo that.
This is what happens.
I know. See, but when I did these
Pressure.
on my own machine, they weren't perfect.
No, but nobody can see. Nobody can see. And they just look really pretty.
We're going to go for that.
Right,
We've got
okay.
more of a curve. I'm on my 1/8 of an inch. And I'm just going to snip them threads.
Right.
Okay, are we all up to our ribbon section? Because we're putting our ribbon in.
So we're here, aren't we?
In a moment, yes.
Let's see.
We are.
Are you doing this then?
I thought I'd let you do something.
Okay.
So, we're going to, first of all...
Get your glue pen ready.
Get your glue pen. Pop a bit on the end of your ribbon where you're going to be folding the two ends together.
And all over your finger.
That makes life a lot easier. Yeah.
So, fold it over, make sure it's not twisted.
Yeah. Because having the two ends going everywhere when you're trying to
put it in there is
horrendous.
No.
So I would definitely glue your two ends together first. How are we doing?
Yeah. Suzanne's just a bit behind. It's all right.
It's all right,
Don't worry. You know we can chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a problem. Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've glued our
two ends together.
Yeah. And obviously, remember, we want to put it in so it goes inside. So this is why our braininess thought that we were better off putting it in here.
Yes.
Rather than down here where you've got the chance to catch it in your seam we've already stitched this bit, so if we push it in there.
The good news is we've done the hardest bit first.
Yeah, we have.
The rest of it, because it's nice and straight, you've just got a little curve at the bottom, it is a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's just the little curves that are a little bit tricky. And if you go off your 1/8 of an inch, don't worry about that. You know, I've gone off many times on my other ones, and you just...
I think then, if it was bigger, it would be easier as well, wouldn't it? Because you could have a bigger seam allowance.
Oh, yeah.
So have a mess if you've got one of those scanner photocopier thingies for your computer. or the nice chap in the spa will help you. Or the lovely lady at the library or something.
Go scan it in for you.
Yeah, just make it bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Because even if you did want it to make it this size, if you've made it a bit bigger, then just use a bigger seam allowance and it would get this size.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's... Yeah, didn't think about that.
Oh, well, there you go.
This is why your brain's at operation, you know. I just sew it.
Oh, Sarah says we're the highlight of her week.
Oh,
thank
you. Oh, that's lovely. Oh.
Right, do you reckon we're ready to move on then?
I think so, yeah. So you want to separate your two pieces at where your little mark is.
And
you're just
more
gonna
glue.
Put a lot of glue.
A lot of glue.
I put a lot of glue on
Glue
there.
on both sides.
Yeah, go for it.
Right,
you can never
okay.
have too much glue on
No,
there.
you can't, no.
And then...
Oh, sorry, I'm
she's gluing me now.
Gluing you now.
She's going glue mad.
Right, so we've got glue on both sides of where we're going to put our ribbon.
Yeah. So what you want to do is where you've got your fold, just, I'm going to use not a professional term, just shove that in. If you can. I'm at a bit of an angle here. Do you want to give it a
Yeah,
go?
we want
So
to push it down so
Yeah.
that the ribbon is coming in the bit that
And
we've
then
already stitched.
You've got your ends of your ribbon where your glue is.
Yeah, we'll just keep
shoving it in.
pushing it down.
Pushing it down there. It can be a little bit fiddly, but it will do it, I promise.
It's all right.
And
you just need to slide it down.
Use
I
tools
bet
to help.
you know if you put that. Let's try that. Put glue it on one side, and then you can just
fold it all up.
Shove it in.
Shove it in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So glue it on. Glue it. Put it in where your glue is on your candy cane. Put your end in there, and then you can
really
push it down.
Push them out the way because you want to make sure that you're not catching that in that seam.
There we
Or
go.
else you turn it through and you're gonna have to unpick it. Which I'm talking from experience.
There we are. So can we see that? If you can see down, can you see down there? Let me come really close. I've shoved it in so it's along here, so you could even get it in a bit further. It's in the sewn bit. Oh, look at that.
Oh, did a better job than me.
Yeah, so put it on the glue where your mark is, hold that in, and then you can push it in easier.
Yeah.
Right, so it's all the way down there, and it's in here. You can feel it in
caught.
here. It's not going to get caught.
And then we can just
Squash it back in.
Squash it back in. And off we go again,
And
sewing
off we go again.
until you get to that second marker. So I'll just keep going round.
There we are. So off we go again.
Yeah. Remember, when we've stopped.
Yeah, back
again.
tack again.
Sorry,
Because no, it's all right. You concentrate. I'll chat for the both of us. How are we doing? Where is the second marker? What do you mean?
Stop.
Don't take it out.
Okay.
So we've got our turning gap here on this side, and our marker up here is literally just on the curve. So we just choose a point on the curve.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. You don't want it to hang on the straight. Otherwise, when you hang it up, it will hang straight.
You can have it like that if that's what you.
But we wanted ours to hang on a curve.
Yes.
On a slant. On an angle. So we've just chosen a point on the curve. So just a point along the curve before you start to the straight line. Just choose a point. Obviously, you don't want it up here because then it will hang straight as well. On that round. Really, that's the best way to describe it, isn't it?
Round,
yeah, on the round.
On the round. Good way.
So it hangs at an angle. Of course, this one, you put it on where the straight joins the curve, didn't you? And if you can see the difference,
I've
they
made
just...
quite a few with, and they all sort of hang a bit
They all
differently.
hang a bit different.
Yeah. But I think that is quite a nice thing about it.
You don't need to get too hung up about where you're putting your
really
ribbon.
Don't, no.
Put it on that curve.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
So I'm just coming to my next curve at the bottom. So just remember, keep your needle down, take your time, lift your foot up.
Sarah's laughing at us saying shoving it in.
A non-professional term.
And just place it in gently.
Place it in. Push it down.
Yeah. Give it a shove. Come on, we're two northern girls. What do you expect?
Oh, I'm nearly there.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Remember to back tack at your turning gap marker as well.
So important. Because you don't want it to come undone.
No, are your stuffing to pop out or anything?
Yeah. So there we go. Right, so I've stitched round. And if you'll feel your ribbon at the top, it'll just feel a bit I want to say bulky, but not bulky in a way.
Yeah. You'll be able to feel where it is, won't you? Let me just
cut some threads
cut
off.
some threads off.
No, that's the thing you've got to always remember to do, isn't it, when you're stitching? Cut your threads off.
We'll cut them off as well.
Where I've done a bit of back stitching.
Right. So, are we all here?
So, if we all sewn round the candy cane now, let us know.
Oh, Kath says she's had to make a hubby breakfast in bed.
Oh, you're
Goodness
good,
me.
you?
Yeah, I've got a cold, but...
Oh, right. Well,
Yeah.
I might let him off then.
A man cold, is
Yeah.
that? He's had a sneeze.
I sneeze. I've got to stay in bed today.
Yeah, and you need to bring me toast. Yeah, right off.
Oh, yeah.
Right, come on, where are you up to?
Let us know.
See, nobody's talking because they're too
They're
busy
all too
sewing.
busy going around the curves.
Really
concentrating.
carefully.
Yeah.
Yes, really carefully.
Yeah, I'd say the curve bit is the trickiest bit of the whole decoration, really.
That looks very neat from this side, actually.
You think by
Yeah.
now I'd not be too bad because
Yeah.
I've done about 6 of them.
Should know what you're doing by now.
You know.
Nice one. Right, let's see. Where are we up to?
Yeah.
Are we all there?
Let us know. I'm so excited to see all your candy.
I know. Who's going to be the first one
I
to
know,
post?
I can't
What do we
wait.
reckon?
Please post your pictures on our Facebook group.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them.
we can't wait.
I know we've been waiting for this so long, haven't we? We've
We
been,
have.
like, preparing.
Well,
and-
exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
exciting. Okay, so are we to move
so
on?
ready for our next bit then? Yeah, if we've got silence.
And yeah,
It must mean good.
radio silence.
Must mean good things. So before we turn through, we want to just turn back our opening gap. So I would just turn it back to your seam allowance.
Turn it back and give it
press
an
it
iron
with the
because
iron,
that
yeah.
makes it so much easier.
Oh.
You do this with any turning gap. It makes it
Absolutely.
so much easier when you come to actually turn it through. Any turning gap you have, roll
Yeah.
back your seams
Yeah.
and give it a press. So I'm just going to scoot off behind. It's time
And
for you
she's
to
going
chat
to-
now.
yes,
We have
it's
brought
my-
the ironing
My
board
time
here,
to
but
shine.
But
Yeah, we have got a lining board, but I don't. She's getting up.
I am getting up. It's behind. Well, it's behind me.
I don't know why.
Look behind you. That's appropriate.
It's like
isn't it?
it is. Definitely. How we all do. I can't read your comments because it's computer's miles away from me. But
Have you not got your specs on?
No, not today. I need to go and get my eyes tested first of all.
You need some fancy glasses that match your nails And
yeah,
you-
right.
and
Well,
you-
yeah, my non-existent nails.
and your trainers.
Yeah.
Oh, I was proper OD'd on purple on Monday. I didn't realise till I got here, and it was like, oh my goodness, I had my purple trainers on, my purple jeans on, a white t-shirt, a purpley pink cardigan, and then my purple glasses and my purple nails.
All purple.
Right, I was going to give that, there we are.
Just give that a final press.
Right.
Brilliant.
I'll come back round now. Right, so we're here. So all I've done is just pressed the seam allowance open. It makes it far easier.
Oh, especially because we're
Yeah.
hand stitching that short. Yes.
We, you.
One of us. Me. You see my hand sewing skills. They're not the best, I'm going to admit.
Well, I think you've been very neat, actually.
Actually, I'll show you.
That's rather invisible.
Usually, you can see my stitches, but on that, I did quite well.
It doesn't really matter either.
Well, it's only going on your trees.
Of course it is.
And they're not seeing the front, you're seeing it from...
Yeah, you see it from the side.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to do now is press our seam allowances.
Yes, make sure you press them back to, your seam allowance.
Okay.
So that when we turn it through, it just makes the thing a whole lot easier.
Oh, Vicky's making 16 pirate bags, so she's going to make hers
wow.
later. Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Is that for a party or for Halloween or something or other?
I know, we always forget about Halloween. We always skip to Christmas, don't we?
I know.
But Halloween's next.
Yeah.
I know, says us doing a
A
Christmas.
Christmas candy cane.
In October.
Gotta be prepared.
Absolutely.
You could make these for presents.
You could actually. That'd be quite sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going somewhere to somebody's house on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And you knew that, now it depends now then, here we go, we have the debate. Do you have a theme of your tree or do you just...
Is it just random?
Randomness?
I'm trying to theme.
Oh, no, you see, I
point.
love randomness. My two boys are now grown up and I still have stuff on there that they made at primary school and it's still going strong,
Yeah.
Snowman with half his bit of cotton balls falling off and, all that sort of stuff. So I have,
Oh, do you remember this?
yeah. And it's like, Mum, throw it away. No. In fact, I've still got something that Neil made from when he were at school. Some little cross-stitchy thing on a bit of Hessian. That still goes up.
Brilliant.
It's not fallen apart yet.
Well, it's like I say, it's memories.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
it's
no.
nice.
Yeah, I'm very much a memory person on my tree.
I see things and if I like it, if I love it, I don't care if it's
No.
I'm having it.
Yeah. But you've put up manky ones right back.
Yeah, obviously.
The ones that you
Still
thought,
there,
yeah,
but
they're still there, but yeah, they've gone round the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not throwing it away, sweetheart.
It's
but
on the back.
It's been demoted round the back of the tree.
Oh, we've got some
goodness.
comments.
Oh, there we are, Suzanne. Yeah, random.
Oh yeah, love a bit of randomness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, one random, one Harry Potter.
Oh,
Carolina,
that.
this blue and silver.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Thunder and Lightning in Bolton. Oh my
No.
word, that's not far from us.
That's about half an hour away from us.
Goodness me.
It's just raining here.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we'll get it.
yeah.
Who knows? I know it's such a horrible day. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a horrible day.
Perfect to be sat with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Making you smile, hopefully.
Absolutely. On a wet day.
Yeah.
So,
Ready to turn through?
yes, we're going to turn through it. But before we turn through, what do we need to do? We need to snip.
We need to
our
snip
curves.
our curves.
So just with your small scissors.
Tiny weeny
very
scissors.
small scissors, yeah. The best you can, if you've stuck to 1/8 of an inch.
You just want to...
Just go up to your stitching, but not too close because you don't want to snip the
So,
stitches.
I'm like, if I come a bit closer and wait while the thingy moves, I'm going to go right up there, just around the curves. Use the tiniest little clip.
Yeah.
Be careful not to cut any of Chloe's stitches.
My 2.2 stitches. I'm not used to sewing on such a small stitch.
I always sew at 2.5.
Make sure you don't snip your ribbon as well if that's...
Well, you shouldn't
be.
because it should be caught in there, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
should
good.
be safe inside.
It should be safe.
If you're using big scissors.
Yeah, don't use big scissors. These little ones are ace and
Oh,
they're
they're so
proper
good.
sharp. You need something that's proper sharp at the point.
I've got them ones that we've got the rainbow ones in the set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
the
can't
little
tell
stoic
you.
scissors.
Yeah, they are brilliant. They are so sharp. They're so good for cutting around your curves.
I love these. I think I
They're
like
really good
these
as
little
well.
scissors. Right. Oh, I'm going to skip the...
Yeah, skip where your hanger is.
Yeah.
And then remember to do the bottom as well.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, see. Being told what to do. Oh, what's Vicky said?
Vicky says, oh, this time yesterday she was sitting having breakfast outside in Barcelona. Oh, she's got the holiday blues, but we're cheering her up.
Oh, I am glad.
thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry you've got holiday blues. I know.
Oh, Christine says, would you not be better leaving the top of the cane open and fill it and sew it up after?
You can do.
I think that sounds alright. Do you mean as in stuff it and then try and sew it? As in machine sew it? I don't think I've
I've
to.
never tried it. This is just the way I've done it, but you can if you want to.
Feel free and let us know how you get on.
It goes.
I think that would be quite hard to sew once you've stuffed it.
Yes, I think it would be. Yeah. Yeah, because it's quite hard to do it without stuffing.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I don't get that one at all. No, I'm not sure about that one. I don't think I would, but we're always open to
new ideas.
Yes, and suggestions. Feel free, have a go, and let us know how you get on.
Yeah, you don't. There's not saying you have to do it.
No, of course not.
This is just the way that
we've tried and tested.
Yeah.
Right, so I've snipped all the way around. I've not gone anywhere near the ribbon hanger. I've missed that bit out. And I've snipped round the bottom. So we're ready to turn.
We're ready to turn through now. So your most
Off
important
you go.
tool. You want your pliers for this one. And I would literally, I just pushed the bottom out, and then you just start pushing the top through. And you can also just, when you push the top through, the curved bit, your ribbon should start to come through with it. So you can just ever so gently pull with that. That's what I did. Now you've got to be so gentle when you turn it through, because it is so delicate. Especially if you're doing it with scissors or anything with a sharp point.
Yeah. No.
Just be so careful that you don't actually poke through the fabric sides, because obviously there's no interfacing on this or anything.
So could you interface it? I suppose you could, couldn't you?
You could. I'm not sure if it would make it more difficult to, I suppose, if you use a lightweight interfacing.
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
Oh. Somebody want to make one with a bit of interfacing?
Let us know.
Let us know.
Because obviously the interfacing can make it a bit more sturdy.
Yeah. No wonder you've given me this job.
You've got delicate hands and you've got nicer. Nobody wants to see my grim nails. Not today.
Not today, Zerg. There we go. And that, you see, that's my top tip. Give it a wiggle, because that helps it come through. Look at that. Didn't even have to mess there. You just give it a bit of a wriggle around.
That's a good top tip, that, actually.
Full of them. Right, let's see what happens here.
This bit's when you need your pliers.
They are ace. If anybody makes the Rollo loops, for little...
for your buttons.
Or camisole vests or something or other. Yeah. It's a nightmare, isn't it?
Hacked Rollo loops yet.
No, they're
quite a difficult one.
They're really hard to turn through, aren't they?
So
has anybody got a spare 3 hours while I say do this? Nobody's in a rush to go anywhere, are they?
Oh, just take your time, because the worst thing would be to poke a hole in it or something. I
think sometimes once you can get a really good bit, and then loads come through, doesn't it?
Yeah, you should be finding that your ribbon's going to start to
get another rummage.
Wiggle, yeah.
She's sat here just watching me, watching me struggle.
Not let her do some hard work.
Thanks.
No, you're a very hard worker already, Amanda. Oh, what is it? Oh, I thought your ribbon was coming through then.
Is anybody else talking, or is all?
We're
all concentrating.
Could actually. Could you not use that end of your?
Push it up.
Yeah, I pushed up. Just shove it all in. I shoved it all in and just pushed up. So gentle. Let me know when you want me to give it a go.
It's all right. It's happening. It's happening.
She doesn't let things defeat her.
No. No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, there we are. That was a big bit there. That was a good one. Sometimes you can just get... Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yes. Now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Get it further down. That's it.
I love them pliers. I don't know how I managed without them before.
No, they are proper good, aren't they?
So good.
Oh, there we are, a bit of ribbon.
Oh, so you can just gently pull on a bit of... Well, actually, it should be stitched in, so... that means we're doing well. We can see sight of ribbon.
Come on. Oh, dear me.
Told you the hardest bit is the curve. Once you've got that down, you're all right.
It's there. That bit.
Yeah, it's pulling it out round, isn't it? Maybe go from inside.
Do you want to take over?
I can do. I don't mind. I've done a few of them. You're nearly there.
I am. I was going to give it a shove.
Yeah, I'd go from inside. Really push it out. You really do have to sort of make it straight so that you can really push it out. Because you do think, when I was doing it, I thought, oh, I don't know if it should be going straight, but
It's that last little bit.
once that's out, it looks like a proper candy cane.
Yeah, it looks a bit.
You think, oh, I'm not
Looks
so
like a bit
sure.
like a worm. Nearly there. Is everybody else nearly there?
Yeah,
Or
let
is
us
everybody
know
just
how-
waiting for me now?
Chop, chop, Amanda, come on.
That last little bit.
Yeah, it's just getting that curve out.
I think it would be quite good to interface it then, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Try interfacing it. Why not? Experiment a little bit with it.
Absolutely. Let us know.
Because I think I would stick to a lightweight. I think
Yeah.
the thicker one, the heavier
Yeah.
might be a little bit too stiff for it.
Even the cotton one as well.
Oh, yeah, the cotton. Yeah.
Cotton woven.
Cotton woven. Ooh.
Last little bit.
Oh, we've got some comments. Who's with us?
Oh, she's ready. Oh, Sarah's ready.
She's
Hang
ahead
on.
of you.
Hang on. Right, tell her what comes
She's done
next.
this before, I'm sure she has.
Oh, Suzanne's, thank goodness she bought her pliers. She's
Oh.
nearly there. Oh, Sarah's eating a sweet treat from a box. The box has arrived. Yay!
Oh, brilliant.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, I poor postman Craig yesterday.
Oh, I know, bless him. I know.
Well, at least he's not doing them today and
Fill
pouring
it
down
up. Yeah, at least it weren't raining.
pouring down rain.
It's really raining now. It's really
Oh, I think I'm
coming
there,
down.
nearly there. Yay!
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Oh, that's
Ta-da!
brilliant. Oh, look at
Wonderful.
that. So happy with that.
Wonderful. Right,
So now we've turned it through, we want to give it a press.
give it a press. Right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
tootle off behind.
Behind. Because you want to make sure that you're pressing those seams that we turned inwards, well, outwards, when we had it the other way around. You want to make sure that you're pressing them in so that you don't see any raw edges and that you're making everything just really nice and crisp. That's a good word.
Oh
crisp.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, don't crisp.
What's a packet of crisps now, Amanda?
Oh,
That's it.
that's it.
You could even glue that down if you wanted
Oh,
to. Put
yeah.
a bit of glue pen in
Oh
there.
yeah. Right. Well, let's have a bit of glue
Yeah, a bit
pen
of
in
glue
there.
pen. Do you know what? We can't live without a glue
No,
pen, can we?
I am going to as well. Just poke that top bit out a bit more
Yeah.
because sometimes that looks a bit.
Have we gone a bit flat?
I think we've got a bit of a flat bit. You never know, do you?
You really don't. When you're doing it, you know, as I said, these are my other ones, and I actually see that one's got a little bit of a flat,
Oh, it's
and
not
that
so
one's a
bad.
curve. You know, it's just what it is when you've turned it through.
I don't think I'd glue it yet because you need to
Oh yes.
stuff it.
Oh.
So
getting
we're
carried
not
away.
gluing it yet.
We're
We
not
need
gluing
to
it
stuff
yet.
it, but then you could glue them down before
Yes.
you come to stitch them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give that a bit more of a
Another
press on the
press.
top.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you know, I completely forgot about stuffing it. Don't know why.
Oh, that
Over
looks
my head.
so smart, doesn't it?
I love these candy canes. I think they're so cute.
So just make sure that you iron those two
Yes.
little hems in.
It should help that we've already given them a press on before we turned it out.
I won't lick my fingers live on air, but if I was at home, I'd be licking my fingers and
Me
stuffing it in. But feel free to do that, but we won't. But make sure you turn your
Yes.
hems in.
So, you stuff it. Most important, or else you will end up with a floppy candy cane on your tree. So you don't need a lot of stuffing. I don't know if you can see from here, but these have just got a very small amount in. You don't want them bulging, you know. You don't want
No.
to pack them jam-packed full.
Because then if you stuff it too much, then you could pop your seams as well.
Definitely,
Especially if you're proper ramming it down.
Yeah. So you don't need a huge amount. And what I would do is literally just pull off a little small bit, and then you can either start at the top or the bottom. It's completely up to you. Just start pushing it in there.
If you've got a stuffing tool, then that's perfect.
That
if
now,
not, you need your knitting needle or a chopstick. Don't use your scissors, really.
No, whatever you do, don't use your scissors.
You want something with a more of a blunt end, don't you?
And you might find, because I found quite often, when you're pushing it into the curve, you may end up with a little ball of, stuffing stuck in the middle, but just keep pushing it, and I promise you, it will go through.
Yeah, tiniest bit at a time.
Just keep doing small bits, definitely.
Here we go. Oh, Kath. Oh, she's back again. He was coughing and awake till 2 o'clock. Oh, so we'll let him off then. He hasn't got just a man...
There's no
a man cough then.
Then coughing when you're asleep.
No, especially keeping you awake as well.
Sorry, I'm being really gentle with this.
No, absolutely. Time for you to be careful. I'll just sit and watch.
You look pretty. Does it look pretty?
Oh, thanks.
Whilst I get my horrible thumb in there. There, so I've got it all the way to the end of my curve now.
Oh, so that's a lot easier now then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll be doing. I can be threading your needle, can't I?
Yes, you can.
For the next bit.
Yeah, you want to get once you've stuffed it, you want to get your hand sewing needle all threaded up, ready to stitch the gap up. I think as well, once you've made one of these, like the stars on our Knit and Stitch Hub, once you've made one, they're quite addictive.
What colour thread would you like? Are you going to use red?
Yes, we can use red. Do you want me to pull it off the...
Yeah, go on.
And I don't know how you like to hand stitch, but I double up my thread.
Yeah, I've never done that before and done that loopy thing. So no, I quite like that idea. I'll give you.
You don't have to create a knot, because do you know what? My grandma tried to teach me how to make knots in thread, and it just doesn't happen. When I make knots, they don't go in the same place. So
you see, I just do I do 2 little stitches and then put my needle back through a loop. That's how I would attach it on. I'd never done it like this.
Yeah, through doing two.
No, so you're putting
you put your
you put 2 ends.
Just come out the picture, yeah.
Put the 2 ends in the needle, so you end up with. Oh, I'm gonna have to thread a needle now live on air.
No pressure. Should have brought a needle threader up.
Oh yeah, probably should.
I love needle threaders.
Oh, there we go.
Do you know, I always start off with one tool when I'm stuffing it, and then I change my tools.
So this is how Chloe does hers. She puts her 2 ends through.
Yeah, and then you create a loop at the bottom.
Yeah. I'll leave the rest of it to you. But I've never done it like that. I always do 2 little stitches, and then my second one I put my needle through it, and that makes my loop.
Yeah. I suppose you've done a lot more hand stitching than me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not an expert by any means.
I'm not a fabulous hand stitcher. I'm going to tell the truth.
I think you are, because the videos that I've watched, I'm thinking, we'll be able to see my stitches, and you can't see Chloe's. Especially in the pumpkin one, that was spot on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I quite like hand stitching binding to the back of things, whatever you're binding. I think it looks a bit neater, because I'm not very good at doing it on a machine.
Yeah, I think you have to be a lot more accurate.
Yeah.
It's far easier. I'd rather spend 2 hours hand stitching than, yeah.
Right, so I'm not ramming my opening full of stuffing, because remember, that needs to shut. So, and you can spread your stuffing out once you've,
yeah, you can give it a
squidge.
A squidge. Yeah, very technical. We're all for technical terms today, aren't we?
Right.
You're shoving a squidge.
Okay, so are we all there? Have we all stuffed?
Sarah says she's terrible at hand stitching. Nobody will see
Don't
it.
worry,
Choose
not
a
gonna see it.
thread as well that
just
corresponds with your
Move that.
fabric colour. And yeah, like you
Definitely,
say,
you won't see
don't have too much in there. And if you could shove it down a bit, and
So you can actually close it
you
up.
could glue it,
I
couldn't
think I
you?
might bob a bit of glue on there just to keep that shut.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
See, I know. How do you think we'd go about this with the stuffing?
Maybe move it to one side.
Yeah, and then just.
Oh, hang on, that's the outside.
Oh.
We'll just wipe that off. There you go.
Shall I do the inside?
Yeah, do the inside there. Because you don't need it all the way across, just a little bit will do.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'll just wipe
We've
that
got
off.
it on your hands.
It's all right. It's getting me back.
We're going to come out with this. We're going to have all sorts stuck to our hands because we've got all this glue on them. And then just,
Fold it together.
fold it together where you've pressed your seams in. And this is a perfect little stitching to do in front of the telly. So I made all my candy canes and I stuffed them all and I left them all open, and I just, whilst I was watching telly, I just hand stitched it.
I bet you could even stick a clip in that as well.
Probably
You know, till you go
could,
along.
Yeah. Have we got the needle?
Yeah.
Right. How are
Yeah,
we all
because
doing?
it's sticking there just where we put that. Let me just grab a couple of clips. You know, if you got it there.
Yeah, and just, pop a clip in.
Pop a clip in. To try and just keep it a bit more together. Well, you're going to start from that end now, aren't you? You start from that end now
Yeah,
instead.
I'll start from that end. We're going backwards today. So how are we all doing? Have you all threaded up your needle? I've got my two ends through the needle and I've got this loop at the bottom. You don't have to do it like this. If you know a better way of hand stitching, please.
I really like
your
that way. I wouldn't
way.
have done that.
I've got to remember how I did it now. Right, okay, so, see, we're getting caught in the, hang on. Make sure you don't catch everything in your lip. What have I done there?
You've just got it stuck round cane. And round loop.
Don't know.
Right, there we are.
Right, so you want to just, I start off, I don't know if you can see this, but I come through one little bit of the fold and literally grabbing the tiniest bit of the fold. And I pull through all the way so I can see my loop. And then I put my needle through the loop, pull it, and that's knotted it off for us.
Yeah, I think that's an ace way. I've never been shown that way. That's a
so
proper
much
cool
easier.
way.
I'm going to turn it round because we started going on that way. And then what we're going to do is where you've made your loop, you want to come through the other side of your fold. How are we doing?
Yeah. So Janet says it's a bit fiddly, but you need to rewind and watch our comments on take it to your photocopier and make it bigger.
Yeah.
You can easily make it bigger.
So we're going to do, is it called like a ladder stitch?
Ladder stitch. Yeah.
So you're picking up the tiniest bit. You don't want to go too far away from where your last stitch is. You want to just go next to it. And you're picking up the tiniest bit of the fold. And you're just going to pull it through and pull it together. And your stitch does just disappear. And then once you've gone through one side.
It's like mattress stitch, isn't it? But
is,
sewing.
Yeah, but sewing. You're just going to go through, the other side. My needle's just fallen out.
Yeah, it's mattress stitch for sewing.
It is basically, yeah.
That's how your mattress stitch going from the middle outwards. Maybe that's why it disappears. It works on sewing as well as knitting and crochet.
And just keep pushing down your stuffing, and when you've come out of one side, go back in the opposite side.
Oh yeah. So if anybody knows how to mattress stitch, this is what we're doing. We're mattress stitching for sewing.
I'm just going to hold it down here because it's quite.
Yeah.
I found it quite difficult to just
tricky
hold
up
it
there
near the camera. But if you know what I'm doing, then just go ahead.
Let me move that for you.
Thank you. Yeah, as I say, it's not my forte.
Well, you're doing all right there.
It's not too bad. It is Doesn't even matter if you see a bit of your stitching, because if you're doing it in red, if you do it the same colour as your fabric, it should just, sorry, I'm out the picture, it should just blend in.
Metre stitch for obviously I don't knit for crochet, is just like the best, isn't it? It's proper
Mattress stitch.
invisible.
Oh, yes, I love mattress stitch. It, like, I never knew how to stitch up your knitting before learning how to do that. I used to think, how do people get invisible seams?
Yeah, well,
that's
but this is it. This is the same
also,
principle.
The more you do, the better you get.
That looks fab. And
it's just like when you're attaching binding on the back of something, if you're hand stitching it. What have we had?
Suzanne says, threading my needle could take any amount of time between 5 seconds and 10 minutes. Yeah, we know that feeling. You need to get yourself a little needle threader, definitely. And especially the hook ones, if Lucy could put a link on there, the little hook ones we have a small hook and a big hook.
Yes.
So you can use that for your sewing needles and your darning needles for if you or crochet as well.
Definitely.
I love them.
They're
good. Brilliant, those hook things. I have numerous ones of them.
Yeah, give some love for Lucy as well. She's on. We didn't mention it. She's on the other side doing all the comments, making sure we're behaving ourselves.
No.
So definitely no. Definitely give her some love. And don't worry if you've got a bit of stuffing sticking out. You can just trim that off, can't you?
Yeah, of course you can. If it's a little candy cane beard.
Yeah. You just give it some eyes. Oh.
You're doing very well there.
Sorry, I'm taking my time with this.
Well,
so.
Absolutely.
I like things we've come unthreaded. Oh, there we go. I'll just thread back up again. Yeah, has anybody got half an hour? Have we got some scissors?
Yeah, they're here, sorry.
Thank you. Let's see how good my threading up skills are.
I picked one with a nice big eye.
Even better.
There's nothing worse, is there?
Not be able to see it, no, I know. There we go. Right, what side am I on? That side. So just keep going through.
Tiny little stitches.
Not too far away from each other, because you'll just end up with gaping holes.
Yeah, and your stuffing can come out, can't it, as well?
And don't worry if it's not perfect. Honestly, I don't think mine's perfect.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think that's a really nice idea to gift.
Gift them
especially if when we the conversation of trees. Oh, Sarah's done hers.
Wow!
Oh, you're going to be posting yours before we finished.
I know. You're so quick.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Suzanne, have you threaded your needle yet? Let us know. Can you type and stitch all at the same time? Or have you got a glamorous assistant waiting for you as well?
That's brilliant. I can't believe she's finished it already.
Obviously a professional hand stitcher.
Obviously, must do.
Have you got a candy cane beard though? Have you had to trim a bit?
That's brilliant. Sorry.
It's all right, we're nearly there.
We are nearly there, I promise you.
Fabulous. Can't wait to see them all. And remember, you can use any fabric. You don't have to have stripy, or you could even make your own stripy.
You could, if you've got the time and you want it, to be stripy, just stitch red and white strips together.
Yeah.
And then just trace your template out onto that.
But we have got a tartan one to show you as well. So you could obviously make them to match your tree. If you have, you have got a theme, make them to match your tree.
Any fabric, I think, any.
Get loads of them in a mason jar.
Definitely.
Or a little small vase or something like that. A jam jar.
Jam jar, yeah.
Jam jar.
Just to put on your mantelpiece.
And then you could have make a bow for the front of it as well. Or you could go proper whole
and you
thing,
could,
couldn't you?
do you know as well, if you wrap your presents up, I know people like to add bows and tags, so you could actually add like a candy cane to the present and a tag.
Yeah. An extra present.
Make it a bit different.
Sarah says she's going to do it again in a different thread. Oh, don't be unpicking though. Suzanne's is all threaded. Yeah, she's all threaded.
She's there. She's ready to go.
Oh, this looks ace.
Yeah, it's not my neatest.
I'm sure it's fine.
But
don't hold it so close.
Because, yeah, you know, people think things don't go wrong for us, but they do.
Oh, yeah,
things
they do.
Go wrong for
oh,
us.
God, yeah, they do.
We're not perfect, you know, and it's just one of them things, isn't it? I'm nearly there, promise you.
Cool. Well, it was quite a big gap, but I do think you need a big gap to be able to
get
it all through. Yeah,
definitely.
You're better off having a big gap and lots to sew up than a tiny weeny gap that you can't get anything through, because there's nothing worse than
having to turn it back through and unpick
and unpick some.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
right.
Shirley's finished already?
Gosh, you're all so quick. Quicker than me. Right.
So how are you going to finish off?
So I'm going to just knot it off when I finish it. So
are you going to go back through a loop again?
I think I'm at the top here, right? So yeah, I'm just going to go sort of inside. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to go sort of inside the fabric, if you will. And then, yeah, just loop it. So I've got my loop and I'm just going to do that.
Yeah, that's how I would start as well.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Couple of stitches and a loop, yeah.
And I'm just going to cut that. And then, if mine's a bit floppy there, so just squidge it.
Yeah, move it around a bit.
Going around.
It's bound to be a bit floppy because we've squashed it down.
Squashed it all in. So just give it a good squidge.
You could also, as well, once you've stitched a little bit up, restuff it.
Yes, you
stuff
could,
a bit more down to make it a bit firmer.
Definitely.
And then you can redistribute your stuffing when you're
That's a good
finished.
word,
Oh.
yes. So yeah, so there we go. So obviously mine's a little bit flat there, but it doesn't matter because it's going on your tree.
Perfect.
So I'll just move all our little tools
There we
out
go.
so you can see. And that's basically our candy cane finished. So a lot of you have finished quicker than us.
They're already posted. They've already packed to wearing kettles on.
I know, they're sat down having a brew.
Oh, somebody's making a brew for us.
I hope so. So there we go. That is how you basically make your candy cane from your tree.
Oh, Janet says we could add a sprig of holly. Oh, yeah,
You
nice.
could, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some bows on. You could put some little bows up the middle. You could
Yeah.
fasten some little buttons on. You could do
Yeah,
anything
you
to
do
make them,
absolutely anything.
especially if you had bigger ones.
Yeah.
Some little red buttons,
Yeah,
up the middle there,
definitely.
look proper
That's
cute,
sweet,
won't they?
yeah.
Embellish them as you like.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Suzanne, all done. Thanks, that was
Brilliant.
great.
I
Excellent.
can't wait to see all yours.
Get them posted on
Please
the
post them, yeah.
on our Facebook page. Knit it, stitch it, share
'Cause
it.
You may be shown tomorrow on
Oh,
our Material
yes,
Girls Live,
yes.
12 o'clock on Facebook. Yeah, you can join us there and we may show your candy cane. You
Yeah.
never know.
We shall.
Definitely.
Right.
Oh, so I think we're all complete.
Yes, Sarah's going to try and enlarge it on her husband's fancy printer.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Make it, if you find it too fiddly, you could just make it bigger, the template bigger.
Yeah.
Or even if you just want bigger candy canes.
Yes. Scan it in and then you can upsize it.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. But, I've got other things to do than making my candy canes.
You need to move on to the next one now.
So,
There
I
we
hope
go.
you've enjoyed sewing the candy cane with us. I hope we've lifted some spirits and
On this very dull day. Yes.
put some fun into the day.
Yeah.
Yes, so please share your photos. We can't wait to see them. So excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything from us. We're going to
Okay.
go and have a brew.
Yeah. Thanks very much.